Random thought. What's the worst love advice that you've ever gotten?
I'm glad I learned this lesson early in life. This was in college. And the lesson I learned is never take dating advice from somebody who's not out dating. If someone's in a relationship, they're married, don't get dating advice from them. Only get dating advice from people who are dating, because those people are experimenting and they're like getting you to try stuff to see if it works. So the advice I got was from a mutual friend of ours. We'll just call him John. And there was this girl that I was into, and he was like, Terryl, what you got to do is this, like, don't try to sleep with her. What you want to do is, if y'all start, getting hot and heavy, you tell her, hey, I don't think we're ready for this, and slow everything down. And then when she leaves, she's going to like you even more. Well, I was like, hey, that sounds like some wise advice. I should try that. Yeah, that backfired hardcore, because I did that. I'm like, hey, I don't think we're ready yet. And she was just like, okay. And she was gone. Never to see me again. So.
If I remember correctly, the next time you saw her, we were going to an apartment party, and she was walking in with some other dude.
Yeah. I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't tell her they weren't ready. He was ready. So she moved on with him. So that was my lesson there. And when I told him, he laughed. He was like, "Oh," and I'm just like, "So I get it. People in relationships want to give dating advice to people to try some stuff to see if it works, because they're not out dating." So worst advice I ever received.
Yo, I always think about that one because that was so funny. Like, why would you listen to him? Why?
Because he was so right about a lot of other things. Like, we looked up to him. So I was like, hey, maybe, he's right. Let me try this. This could be something. And yeah, lesson learned. Don't listen or take dating advice from people who are not dating. Just like married people, don't take relationship advice from single people.
Worst advice I think I ever got was, it's one of those things that, you hear it and they'll say, only marry somebody that loves you more than you love them, or date somebody who loves you more than you love them. I'm like, that's horrible advice. I knew that then and I know it now. I'm like, so you want somebody who is more into you than you're into them? No, I think you should be equally yoked. And I don't think there should be a comparison of love, like, and lust. It should be, this works, right? And this is my person. But yeah, I always think that's bad advice. So if anybody's giving you that advice right now, run. Don't fall into that one.
They're telling you to date a puppy. That's what they're telling you to do. date a puppy. They will love you way more than you love them.
So. I don't know. The way some of these folks are kissing their dogs in the mouth, got them all up in the bed, all this other stuff, feeding them off their forks and all this other. Some of these people love their dogs more than the dog loves them. So maybe the dog got that advice too. And it's like, yo, seriously, get you a master that you can master because they love you more than you love them. And you can piss on their bed if you want. They'll be fine. They'll just go, oh my God, don't do that again.
No, just get a puppy. Don't get in a relationship. Get a dog. That's what that advice is.